Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time to lead run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Thursdays are going great so far. We did have another video across 3,000 likes, which now puts us only 8 away, so almost 1 week to go of Like Street goal tallies for us to get the Invicta Challenge, which of course is going to be all my most hated things: Curse of Lost, Curse of Blind, on top of no chests, no cards, no coins, which means no shops either. So it's going to be interesting, unless if I find the quarter. If I find the quarter, then it's okay. So that's about the only thing that's going to save me in that run. So yes, that will be taking place on the YouTube save file, so it's going to be spicy. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Mayday 106. Tyler Throw was advice from episode 1075. If you start Repentance, you're going to have a bad time. He who bought Repentance for Switch. I'm in danger. I can't do a Ralph. That's a Nancy Cartwright type thing. So, but thank you very much, Mayday, and everyone who upvoted that one. It's been a while since we had a Simpsons meme. I'm down for it. I've kind of missed them. Starting off with SMB Superfan. Ooh. I see there's going to be Alpha Bravo Quebec Kilo 7 Kilo 6 Echo. We got Blood Rights, and we also have SMB Superfan, which is kind of cool. That's going to give us a very good starting stat. In fact, it gives us a perfectly balanced damage and tears rate to start with. And yeah, we also have cat ears for some reason. Hooray for cat ears. The Blood Rights is going to use one of the hearts that you see right there, and it deals AoE damage, a significant amount of damage as well, but obviously at the cost of your red hearts. So if you do have a way of actually like needing to get your life down to like Polar Invincibility or Whore Babylon or anything like that, or Empty Vessel, it is an excellent way to do so, as long as you don't overdo it, obviously, because you can actually kill yourself with it. You gotta be careful with that. Looking for bombs here to get that there tinted rock, but we don't have any right now. We have a couple keys, which is good. Secret room might be here. No. You have a recharging Mullaboom. You gotta be careful about those. But yeah, it's, Blood Rights is kind of whatever. It's if you need to use it, then sure, it does do a very good job at killing stuff. Just don't overdo it. I think Blood Rights would be much better if it actually was only taking a half heart instead of a full heart. But then it would be pretty similar to it would be eerily similar to the Razor Blade, and you don't really want, I don't know. I say you don't really want repeating items, but then I mean, it is Isaac we're talking about. Ooh, we get another bomb here, so that is going to allow us to get in the secret room, which might be here. It could be here, or it could be down there. I'm going to try here because the curse room's there. Okay. And Counterfeit Penny would be nice. I'd be pretty pogged about that. Okay, well, this is going to be enough for at least to buy that other soul heart in the shop. So we're going to be leaving here, potentially anyway, with 2 soul hearts and 2 HP. But yeah, I mean, no real complaints as far as the start of our stats are concerned here. SMB Superfan is an excellent starting item for us. Gonna be Blighted Ovum. We got to be a little bit careful, but our movement speed is on point here, along with our defense and offense. I mean, we should be okay. I'd be shocked if we got hit by Blighted Ovum. I'd have to really bung something up to get hit by him here. The trickiest part, honestly, about Blighted Ovum is not getting away from him, but it's about like not rotating too soon where the creep is going to screw you. I think honestly the Callus would probably be nice. We get another soul heart from Blighted Ovum, which is fine. I mean, the marbles are, again, it's kind of whatever. We don't have any bombs to actually get get the Trinket Smelter, or maybe try to find the super secret room. It would be almost impossible with only 1 bomb anyway. I mean, we'd have to guess really, really well, and I didn't see any true indicators of where the super secret room is, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. I do like Flatworm, and Faded Polaroid's okay, but yeah, this is fine. I will mention really quickly, I'm expecting a delivery, so I may have to pause the recording. Again, it's it's going to be very brief. It'll be a very brief interruption of not gameplay, but it'll just be a very brief pause for you. It'd probably be like 10 minutes for me, but Yeah, that's a nice thing about being able to pause the recordings. So I just let everybody know whenever I have to do so. I am expecting delivery, so it shouldn't take me too long. But again, for y'all here on YouTube, it's going to be instantaneous. So okay, you want to do a ring-em-a-roll here, get them all grouped up, and stay away from the bomb rocks, and then drop the hammer, and then it gets easy after that. Common mistake I see players do in that room is the ones that go all the way around. They think they got to stick to the perimeter, but that's not a good idea, because you inadvertently are telling the top group of Molly Booms, the one with the champion up there, you're basically telling it to run straight at you, and it's going to go the path of least resistance, which is going to be right along the perimeter, because that's where they spawn. So the game tries to trick you in making you think like, oh, look at all the space you have to operate on. No. Don't make it easy for the game to go to you. You want the game. You don't want to make it easy on the game to hit you. No, I don't want the finger. We could get into the curse room for free here. I don't know if this is a wise move or not, but oh, okay. So the item pedestal bounced us into the fire. That was cool. I always love when that happens. Secret room might be north of here, maybe. I'd be surprised though with that other long skinny room that we were in. Let me see. It could be there. It also be there, but still kind of mad about me losing that soul heart. It also, yeah, I don't know. It's a nasty spot for the secret room. Make it easy on myself. I'm just going to. Oh, now that they did that, it doesn't make it easy on myself. I'm going to say I want them to go. I want them to go in the same direction, but then because this one over here did the little fart attack, it made the slow walker, the wax walker, whatever the heck they're called, go down this way instead of them all kind of conga lining over here, which is where I was going to place the bomb and then just run around the rocks here. But that was not an option anymore. And you always got to be. You have to be available. You have to be able to adapt on the fly in Isaac. Super secret room should be here. Should be. It is. They might be asking yourselves, Victor, how'd you know it's there, not over this side? Well, it's 50-50 on this wall here, but traditionally, the super secret room is always going to be on the left side if you see this pallet right here. Yes, it could spawn over there, and sometimes it does, but usually it spawns on this side. Got Pink Widow, which I would love to use a bomb against her, but I do want to try to find the secret room because I would like to get some money. We have the adequate movement speed to deal with her. She is just you got to be careful about the super quick jumps. But really, the dangers here are not controlling the nubs that she spawns. And you also don't want her to be jumping at you at angles. Now, she will destroy the nubs that you just saw right there. And that's the strategy usually, but sometimes you just don't have that luxury. We do get another HP upgrade. There's a confessional booth, so we can play that if we wanted to, or we can play Sanguine Bond. It's probably a better use of our HP, so let's go ahead and do that. Also, my delivery is about to be here. Okay, so we're starting with 3.25. Let's see if we get any damage upgrades. No. 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 1 damage upgrade. 2 damage upgrades. 3 damage upgrades. Okay, we'll take that. I'm down for that. And then I'm going to attempt to see if the secret room's to the left of here, but instead of dealing with those spikes, I'm gonna go over to this side here. It is there. Okay, and then what we can do is we can use Blood Rice to get into the boss trap room. And just get a regular old HP upgrade. That's Black Widow. I'm going to, after I'm done with this boss trap room, I'm going to pause the recording and go get the delivery stuff because I don't want my groceries to get hot outside. Also, I don't know what she was doing, just like spamming down there, but pretty annoying. Now I cannot, I mean I can, but I won't go down to a half heart here against Black Haunt. I am thankful that we have added a bunch of damage thanks to Sanguine Bond. And you know, Sanguine Bond is another one of those items that I kind of wrote off as being like, yeah, this item's garbage. When in reality, no, it's quite good. So I'm gonna head on down. And I'm going to pause the recording because delivery stuff is outside. Again, it's going to be a very brief, a very, very brief pause for you all. And I'll pause it whenever we get to the other floor here. So, but it's going to be instantaneous for you. It's probably going to be like 5-10 minutes for me. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, instantaneous. It was about maybe like 15 minutes. I had a little snack because I was getting a little peckish. What was the game that said? Oh, it was, you know what? It was Zomboid. That's where I first saw the term peckish. Whenever you're talking about like being hungry, which to me, like I'm pretty sure that's a British term, and I don't think Zomboid is a British game, so I could be wrong though. We pick up Lusty Blood here, which is going to, or Bloody Lust, which is going to help us out if we do end up taking a lot of damage. Now, you might be seeing the gears turn a little bit. Now, what we can do is we can use Blood Rights in conjunction with Bloody Lust to give us a massive boost to our damage. So we could do something like this. And that damage upgrade that we get there from Bloody Lust, it is going to last for the entire floor. Reverse Lover's card, we could use it on probably not this floor because I don't know exactly how much HP we have. I'm not going to use Bloody Lust anymore. Blood Rights, I mean. We see here, again, a significant amount of damage that we've got here now, thanks to Bloody Lust. We could even use the Temperance Machine here if we really, really wanted to, but until I have like a solid reading of like how much HP we have, I really can't afford to drop any of our soul hearts because I know that we were on low hearts to begin with, leaving that last floor. The Judgment card. Okay, so there's a half price. Oh man, this is tough. Yeah, we do get 2 bombs. We get a Sun card, which will give us a full heal, which I'm just gonna go ahead and use right now. The Sun. Yeah, so we know we have a full heal. Ace of Diamonds is good. Ace of Diamonds is actually great for that big room coming up here. We know where the secret room is thanks to the Sun card now. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, not the best secret room, but we'll take a nickel here. Yeah, we swallowed the callus, so I don't need to worry about not stepping on spikes. You use the Ace of Diamonds just to convert everything into money, which is going to give us plenty of but it's going to give us plenty of funds to go back and get this whatever else we want in here. And then it also helps us get the Judgment, assuming that it is a regular Judgment, which it is. So getting an HP upgrade here would actually be pretty amazing. Now, I will admit there is one possible better play that we could have done, and that was wait until we're ready to go. If we do, assuming that we do get a Devil Deal here, which is unlikely but is possible, we could have used the Sun card to heal ourselves for Sanguine Bond. Gonna go out and just restart this room here because it makes it easier on us. Could possibly get another payout here. Hopefully it's an actual HP upgrade, not the Black Bean. Strength card. I mean, Strength card does give us another Red Heart container to use for at the very least for Sanguine Bond. Excuse me. And again, if you're wondering how come we're able to just freely walk over spikes, is because we swallowed, thanks to the marbles, we swallowed the callus. Okay, so that red heart there is really nice because what this means is that effectively, this is going to allow us to... This tells me whether or not we're on soul heart damage or not. Right? So, I know that if we pick up a red heart, we can very safely assume that we have empty heart containers, growth hormones. We end up not getting a devil deal, which is to be expected. And then I think the play here is going back and getting that reverse lovers card. And we could definitely play we could play this down to at least maybe getting a HP upgrade. This will be 6, and I think that's it for our red hearts. I'm gonna use the strength card because we're not going to leave this. We're leaving with the reverse lovers card. So because I want to use it in the devil deal. Like me being super annoying. We could go in the curse room for free, but I think that we're sacrificing too much of our possible boss rush chances now. And curse the blind. Wait for that. Cyhorf, you need to chill there, bro. Yeah, this entire level, y'all need to just... Y'all need to chill. With blood rights, we can go clear this big room over here. Or at least do a moderate amount of damage to clear everything. But again, remember, every time we take damage, thanks to Bloody Lust, we are adding on a temporary floor... It's a floor-wide damage buff. It does reset, though. It's after you leave, obviously. So, can't rely on it too much, but in case we are in a pinch, we can at least buff ourselves to a reasonable amount of damage. I mean, 8.57 is not terrible at all. It's actually quite good, especially for Caves 2. Just what sucks is that A, we just went in the wrong way, like the complete wrong way, and B, it's Curse the Blind, which means that delays us using the reverse lovers card for yet another floor, which is irritating. But that's Isaac, baby. And this is obviously just going to mean that we are just going to skip the item room in the shop because I refuse to take blind items, and I also, not only do I refuse to take blind items, I refuse even more to pay for blind items. So thank you on that. See, getting a little fancy with a quick shot there, eh? Okay. Well, Wheel of Fortune and a reverse judgment card, which would be much better than having a reroll in the devil deal is huge. Now again, what's annoying about this is that it's Curse the Blind, so we really have no clue what we're picking up. And no, I'm not going to use the reverse lovers card on a blind floor. That is the quintessential reason why we do not take blind items. Now the only exception to this is if we do get a devil deal. I'm gonna go find the boss room and then drop the judgment down. We have fully explored the entire map now, and go back and get the lover's card. So in case we do get a devil deal, we don't have to run all the way back to go get the reverse judgment card because we'll just have it right there. But this floor is very greatly wasting our time, and at this point, I don't think that boss rush is doable. Get a hermit card. This doesn't really matter, but I'll go in there. Maybe there's a greed fight. Not. Could buy the tarot card, but the only thing that would really be a benefit here would be a Hierophant. Okay, since we're already over here, I might as well just go back and go pick up the reverse lovers card. Kind of doing like a relay race, but yeah, it's obvious that we are not going to make boss rush at this. Even if we were to get like the most powerful items in the game, we would still have 2 more floors to clear. 3 in less than 3 minutes. That's not happening. So again, the reverse lovers card, we're planning on using this inside of the devil deal, assuming we get one, because at the very least, we're not paying HP for something that we can't see, but we're still getting a devil deal item, if that makes sense. Double blue Gertie is pretty annoying. We got one of them. Once you get one, the other one, it's cakewalk after that. And predictably so, we did not get a double deal. I guess I can use it in the shop. Hey, there we go. I can let it go to waste there. We get the treasure map. And a movement speed upgrade, which I'm not going to poo-poo either, because that's obviously with the way that this week has been going. And in the entire month of June, we need some movement speed. Okay, item room might be north here, and I hate to do it, but we gotta at least go check. Now that we can finally see what we're taking. Golden heart. And we do have enough blood rights. We do have enough hearts to get into and out of the curse room for free with blood rights. And I'm going to do that because A, I don't want to take more damage and lose this golden heart, but B, I want to buff our damage thanks to Bloody Lust. Not really worth it in my opinion. Okay, you need to calm down there, Isaac. Isaac just kept running right through that door. You're gonna do that. Straight up saw it coming. I don't know why I went in here. I knew that the item room wasn't over here as soon as I walked in that last room, but I went in here anyway because I'm kind of mad about the door incident. Honestly, I'm still kind of mad about the rib incident as well. You know how much grief I've been taking from my family and friends about that dang vulture. And then, like, a couple of my family members were like, you know, like, weren't you worried about, like, the germs and stuff? I was like, yeah, of course I was worried. That's the reason why, you know, I cut off half the rack. And I even mentioned, I was like, I was cognizant of the fact that, like, you know, the fact that, like, the vulture, it pierced the wrapping and stuff with its claws and beaks. And it was also defrosted, so there's liquid in there that's sloshing around and stuff that's possibly washing over, like, yeah, we need to stop taking this damage. This is ridiculous. Or just keep taking the damage, I guess. I don't know what the game all of a sudden got into, but we've lost, I don't know how much HP on this floor. And enough is enough. Yeah, the keeper is kind of whatever. We're about to be at the point where we just flat out don't need into the keeper anymore. I'm going to take this heart as well in case for Sanguine Bond. But this is going to be another classic full clear, even with the map. But you know, I told them, I was like, yeah, like I was cognizant of the fact that there's liquid in there and it possibly could have washed some of the germs around on top of the raw pork. You got to keep in mind though, like, and this is what I told them, I was like, it was a calculated risk, and I understand that. But it's not like I was just going to eat them raw. Like, I cooked them. Like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, there's heat-resistant bacteria or whatever, but that was a risk I was willing to take. I was like, I'm not letting this dang vulture ruin my ribs. The vulture got away with half of them, basically. Even though, like, he never got to eat any of it. I was walking. I went for a walk the other day in the neighborhood, and I did see a pair of vultures on my walk, and I was like, one of you looks kind of familiar, not gonna lie. I cross-referenced it with the security footage, and that's the jury's still out. Not sure. Can't just I can't paint all the vultures as the possible. I mean, they all have to be possible suspects, but you know, we gotta weed out the imposters. Brother, I'm not going over there. I know exactly what you're trying to do. And obviously, it was a light toasting that they were giving me over at Papa Victor's birthday, but everyone did laugh a lot, especially when I showed him the full the whole security camera pictures and everything of the vulture. And my girlfriend was there, so she helped corroborate the heist, the almost near heist. A glass eye, which is going to give us damage, which is nice. And we get a guppy tail, which honestly, at this point, I'm not feeling. It's too late in the game for us to really care about Guppy's tail, and I'd rather have the reroll pedestals here. In case if we end up spawning another item pedestal first, though, I am going to play Sanguine Bond, and I'm not going to be able to tell which is Bloody Lust, or which is an actual permanent HP upgrade. So this is just something we're gonna do. Also, Black Bean, like I'm done with you. Like you're doing nothing for me, son. I think that was a permanent damage upgrade. Gaming Conception would have been nice. Nah. This is a prime opportunity here for us to get stronger. Bizzle. That's the only thing I would have really wanted from Camion. Yeah, no. I like Little Horn, but would you do it? Oh, you I knew it. As soon as I placed the bomb down, I friggin' knew it, dude. Now we're in a situation where we don't have the ability to use blood rights, because that will literally kill us. Oh, that fire is looking at me. Number one's kind of doing us dirty here in this room. D-Bizzle, you got to be on point with the hearts here. Hey, D-Bizzle. D-Bizzle was on point the other day. Always got to be careful about running underneath stuff in Repentance now, because obviously they like to resolve the damage while the stuff is in the air, and that's always fun. Got a couple. I mean, we can bomb a couple of these skulls here and see if we can get a soul heart. We might have to race D-Bizzle for a red heart just to stay out of the danger zone, obviously. There's a reverse chariot car, son of a. Reverse chariot car will help us out. This is either going to be the items. This is either going to be the shop or the item room. That's neither. This is the sack shuffle. No hearts for any of us here. So mad about those spikes. Like, it doesn't matter if you shoot them sometimes. Like, the goal in that spike room is to just shoot the spikes, and supposedly they will stop. But not always, as you just saw. Serum might be here. So I got to be very careful about not. First of all, I got to be very careful about damage. Secondly, I got to be very careful about not hitting blood rights. We're still not out of the woods yet. Starting to see a little clearing through the trees, but we're not out of the woods yet. And again, it's these kind of situations you just can't play scared. Gotta bear through it. I'm very tempted to just simply take. Very, very tempted to take Mom's box just so I don't accidentally hit Blood Rites when I'm not meaning to. Mission card. We can use that for a range upgrade. Because we're not leaving without using the. We're going to have to use the reverse chariot card on Mom. Now, but what I will say is that I put myself in the situation by playing Sanguine Bond on that last floor. There's a calculated risk, but I wasn't planning on taking so much damage in the next, basically at the start of this floor here. So we know that the item room's here, which means that up there it could be a planetarium. There's something special that spawned up there. I can tell by the map. So now I have seen on recent videos not somebody, but a couple people are like, why didn't you take little Steven? There's no downside. And yeah, may appear like that way, but unless if you actually played with like inexperienced clown physics, you won't understand the downside of taking a familiar that shoots homing tears that sometimes like go around the back of an enemy that's chasing you and then propels them forward into you. So unless if you've experienced that, you're going to assume that there's no downside. That, and I don't like the conjoined transformation. I don't like being able to control my outgoing damage, and conjoined is the very opposite of that idea. I don't know why like we're sliding so much here. We only have 1.79. I am very curious to see what's north of here though, because if it's a library like for the Book of Shadows or something like that, I'm down. I'm down to clown. I don't even know what that means anymore. Come on, Pin. Drop us some hearts here, buddy. Or not. All right. Or maybe there's just nothing up here. Okay. All right. Very polite for them to wait for the spikes. We got a bunch of money that we can't do anything with. We have not enough hearts to really play anything or do the Sacrum Shuffle. Need to go back and get the reverse chariot card for Mom, because at least I know that it's not gonna kill her, but it's gonna take a good chunk of HP away from her. There's the Fool card. But the Fool card is moot because we're not coming back to this floor. All right, D-Bizzle. We need the hearts right now. D-Bizzle's off the hook for this one. Now, if we really, really, really wanted to, we could theoretically go into the secret room. Not secret room, but the curse room. And make that happen, but... yeah. We only have a 9% chance for a double deal. Obviously, we took red heart damage and a lot of it on this floor, so no surprise there. I think I am going to take Mom's box because we could at least get something. Yeah, I mean, flat file. That file is great. Now we can go into the curse room for free if I can get past that single block of gap on the ground. Okay, go. This allows us to also open up this mimic chest over here for free. Did give us a half heart. D-Bizzle. Yeah, buddy. He's back, everybody. I don't know where the super secret room is. It may have been to the left of that room over there, but can't be bothered. Okay, so it's imperative that we hold on to this soul heart as much as possible. Great use of this, of the reverse chariot card there. And I know that we've been going to Blue Baby quite often lately, but this is not a run that we can really test our luck. If D Bizzle starts paying out and we get a chance to teleport into the dark room, I'll do it if it makes sense and it's not too dangerous, but we're kind of skating by the skin of our teeth right now for HP. First the Lost. Nice treasure map, nerd. D-Bizzle's starting to bank up some stuff here. That's good. And Flat File is going to be a bro and help us out greatly. One D-Bizzle. See, this is a run we need to step up at, son. Now, you did good for us the other day. You did great for us. Rosary is added to all item pools. I mean, that's great and all, but like, unless we swallow the Flat File, I'm not going to take it, because who can pass up free curse rooms, you know? I made a mistake in here. I should not have attacked the egglets first. You got to take out the wall bangers first. I don't know what they're actually called, but I've always called them wall bangers. So about those free curse rooms is what I'm talking about right here. So hopefully it pays off for us. It probably won't, but you never know. That was the biggest fumble of a bomb I think I've ever seen. Thank you. That was like walking up to like the rim to go dunk it, and then you just miss. You just hit the backboard and just you just lose the ball. I almost bombed my way out of here, but it would have been out of laziness, and we also would have missed that tinted rock there. So. Glad I didn't. Just lose it immediately. That's the clown physics right there. I'm telling you. Little Steven loves to take stuff that's flying in the air and just throw it right back at you. Yeah, so this is a big, big, big HP upgrade if we can get it here. Secret room's gonna be north of this room. Okay. D-Bizzle, we get another HP upgrade here. Well, not upgrade, but a soul heart from the matchstick, or from the matchbook. It's gonna be death, which means that we're only gonna get an orbital from this, which is obviously no help to us at all. We're not struggling here. It would be nice to get a little bit more damage, which we could definitely do with that Demon Judgment. There's just something about this run that I'm not trusting too much. I don't know why, but it feels like we're moving a lot faster than 1.99. Take the orbital, use his tongue. I think I am going to take the nail because I do want damage. And you know, Mom's box did great for us. I'm not going to get rid of the Flat File either, but I want the nail for HP, and also the Stompy effect would be nice. Okay, my knee-jerk reaction was that it's going to be to the west here. Oh my god. The nail is going to give us a half heart of HP, which is already great. And then on top of that, it's going to give us a damage upgrade and the Stompy effect. And it also counts towards Leviathan, which I don't think we have another spot for, or a part of. But the main reason why I'm taking it is because I just want to have at least a little bit of assurance that we're going to have HP to at the very least live, let alone maybe play Sanguine Bond again or the Sacrum Shuffle, stuff like that. I don't know why something feels off with this run. We've had maybe it's just the lack of range that's kind of got me a little spooked from number one, but it doesn't feel like we have like a maxed out Tears right here at the soft cap. I don't know why. Something feels weird. Got to be ready for that little bounce back that. If you go back and replay it right here, you'll see this. You'll see me immediately target this one after they all kind of shift downward, because I know the second that I go down over here, it's going to try to extend again. As the head reaches the body of the Mr. Mines, you have to be ready to snipe that head, otherwise you are guaranteed to take a hit. And this was the correct way to go, which I'm happy about. Counterfeit Penny is useless to us here. Now, a little bit of a misplay. I should have waited for me to get 2 more charges on the nail so we can actually utilize that damage upgrade, but I'm just so happy that I found the boss immediately. And even if we do take damage, remember we have Nun's Habit as well, so that's at least going to give us some charges. I don't know if we're actually hitting her. Yep. 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 This is great. Love this. That's really cool how you just went invincible for like 30 seconds, game. Really neat. Oh, the things you'll see in this game. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, Bizzle. We need you. We see your production go way down here, son. Now imagine trying to do that room without taking any damage with like the movement speed that we've been having lately. Yeah, no thank you. Go ahead and pass. I normally would bomb my way out of this room just because I just hate it. But because the curse room is adjacent to it, and because we have free entry into the curse rooms thanks to the flat file not going to, it is nice that we did end up swallowing the flat file as well, so that opens up our trinket slot again. That dude over here trying to impress his girl. All the dodging, dude, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna date you, bro. Definitely qualifies as a room that Sinvicta just doesn't feel like doing. You know you're cool when you talk about yourself in the third person. That's what cool people do, right? They give themselves titles like CEO, founder of Invicta Corp. And then they just like start calling themselves the CEO. Yeah, I'm a CEO. Brother, you own a windshield washing business. That's, man, I guess if you're a CEO of that, but don't expect me to think that you're a CEO. I think when I think of terms like CEO, COO, and stuff, I think of like you gotta be like someone major in like a huge corporation. This is why I'm nervous about this run here, is because of it's the lack of range which has me kind of jarbled. Okay. Or of course the game could just, you know, spawn stuff right on top of this too. That's always fun. And I just don't know about what it is. It might just be a I don't know what to call the effect, but anytime I pick up the Head of the Keeper, it always just seems like I'm dealing less damage. Like, I feel like with almost 15 damage, we should be smoking Isaac right now. Oh no, it's just, don't do that. You need to calm down there, Momentum. We have 11 bombs. I know that we saw some blue fires over here. And there's no more blue fires that we're going to be able to see for the rest of the run, so. Okay. All right, let's see if the chest can actually help us for once. No, 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 and yes. The game wants me to believe that Blue Baby's to the north, but I know that he's going to be to the southeast. You know, this really shows the importance of having range. Because we're effectively playing with basically no range here, but it was worth it to get number one. That's always the trade-off when you're talking about number one here. Those extra shots that you're seeing are coming from Deadeye or Evil Eye, by the way. Okay, Ebizzle, you are officially failing us now, son. I think you maybe paid out with 2 soul hearts. You've had ample opportunity to step up here, and you've not done it. 2 that I remember. It does also seem that whenever I have Head of the Keeper, it seems like it always adds more of a knockback with these coin tiers than your regular tiers. Again, I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of effect that is. I know it's not placebo effect. It's something else. You know, it's an effect that you perceive, but like it's not actually there. I know there's a scientific term for it. I don't remember what it is. Would absolutely love to get Lard right here. Slow us down a little bit. Our movement speed's not like overly high, but love to slow down a little bit. Gluttony, you need to calm down. Right. I'm not walking to you, son. You're going over to me. You're still alive. Yeah, we need to kill Gluttony last here. And the only reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to see if he can drop less than 3 or something. I was correct. Blue Baby is over here. You get the greed heads out of here. They are the most dangerous part of this room. We had knockout drops, which is gonna do even crazier things to the physics that you just saw right there. But we are going to get the dub. We actually have the timing right for the nail this time around. So this run was a very strange run. Never at any point did it feel like we were dominating the game. Even when we had 14, almost 15 damage against Isaac, it just felt like we were doing far less damage. And I don't know if it's just because it's the effect of maybe me looking at like stuff that I'm shooting and we're actually not hitting them because of our bad range, or what. But it just seems like we were doing a quarter of the damage than what we really were. By the way, I'm taking damage here because we have the wafer effect. Remember, things like the cancer effect. and we can just zerg him down there. No, Delirium's not happening. No, thank you. So thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great start to your early weekend here on Thursday. Remember, we're only 8 away from the like streak goal being complete. I would love to go on a run this weekend and maybe just get it done by next week. That would be very cool. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everyone. Like I said, have a great start to your Thursday here. Thank you for supporting my channel as well as the Isaac content. As always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Shay Dotan, Avery, and Sam Vride 2077. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.